Hello all, this is a video tutorial of blogging basics for WordPress. So I know that many of you chose WordPress as your platform for your inquiry blog. So in this video I'm going to briefly go over how to start a post since you've already set up your blog, how to insert a hyperlink, how to insert an image, how to publish and revise that blog post, and then how to modify the publication of your comments so that you don't have to go in and approve every comment. So you might come to your blog in a variety of different ways. I just went straight to the wordpress.com and I'm going to log in. So this is using my WordPress that I am using, which should look very similar to what you're using. However, because I chose a different template, my blog may look a little bit different. So keep that in mind. Also, depending on what browser you are using, that can impact how things are looking as well. So things may not be exactly the same, but they should be pretty similar. So this is what it looks like once I log in, which is kind of the dashboard to your account with WordPress. And I apply to some blogs, so that's what's showing up here. This isn't actually part of my blog. So I want to go up here to My Sites. Under My Sites, it's going to link here my blog that I have using WordPress. So then I can click on that and it'll actually show me my blog. Shows me my blog. So going back to that, I can also click here on these ellipses, and then it allows me to go into the site settings for my blog where I can do some editing. So you might get to, this is going to bring me to the dashboard of my blog. You might find, you might come to your dashboard of your blog in a different route. This is just one route that you can do it. But once you're in the dashboard of your blog, you'll notice here that you have all these different options here on the left. And I'm going to go ahead and add a blog post. So blog post here, add, and I'm just going to write in here blog post number 1. Again, if you're using your blog for another professional purpose related to education and you have multiple other blog posts on there, please do put blog post 1 in, at least so I can keep track of which blog posts are for our course and which are for other purposes of your blogging. So do put that in. You can always take out the blog post number 1 later if you want, if you feel like it's too assignment-ishy. So, but there you are, the title. And then here, much like this page looks much like a Word document, I'm just going to start typing in my text. My name is Camden Stores Stevens. I am a professor at University of Wisconsin. Okay. So I teach classes in etc. So there's some text. That's all you need to have as your text. So, however, you also need to include, so I could at this point basically press publish and have my blog post, but I also want you to include a hyperlink where you connect some of your text to another website out. And I'd also like you to include some images or videos, etc. So, please also include those. I really want you to have experience doing multimodal composition on your own, which is why we're using the blog platform. So first off, you can enter a hyperlink, which will bring you to another website by highlighting the text that you want to hyperlink. So I'm going to highlight University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And then you click on this icon here that looks like three little chain links connected together. I'm going to click on that, and then it's going to ask me to enter the URL of the website I'd like to go. I already have the homepage of UWM up in my tabs, so I go and copy and paste that URL, and then I go back to my blog post, and I just paste that in here. And then here's the link of the text that it's going to be connected to, and add link. So now that part is highlighted, which means it's an active link that will take me out elsewhere. So when we're in the published mode of this, by clicking on that, it would take me out to that actual website. However, you also need to include an image. And so to include images, you click on the Add Media button. And so I have quite a bit of images already in my media library. I could use one of these images that I already have, or I can add another image. So I could just drop and add an image, or I can also add one by going to the website. So with WordPress, it takes two steps. You first add it to your media library, and then you add it to your actual blog post. So on the desktop, I already have an image that I'd like to use, Candance office picture, open. And so it's uploading it right now. It is now there, so I'm going to click on this image. It's highlighted. I'm going to say insert, and it is now in my blog post. Now, I don't necessarily want an image of myself that big on my blog post, so I'm going to click on the image, and once you click on the image, it gives you some different formatting options. It highlights those. Here I want to make my photo much smaller and have the text wrap around it, so I'm going to click on that. And again, I want it to be much smaller, so I'm going to just click and drag and shrink it up a little bit. One of the nice things about WordPress is you can also just drag up the image to where you want it to be by clicking it and putting it where you want to be. Or if that's not working, you can just put the cursor right where you want the image to be. I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to put the cursor right here because I want the image to come in right there. Click on Add Media. It's already there. Click Highlight, Insert. We're going to shrink it again. And so now I have the text wrap. Now I have an image, I have a hyperlink, and I have it in my blog post. And my blog post is ready to publish. So I click on Publish. It'll take a few seconds to do that. Your post is done. You can go ahead and click here to actually see your post. You can click here, which will take you to your blog, or this, which will take you directly to your post. So View Post, and here is my blog post 1. And I think, oh, look at that. It looks great. Oh, but I forgot I need to add some specific content and answer some specific questions according to the blog post assignment. So I'm going to go back and add that. So here, when you're signed in, this little edit button is right here. That will appear in different places on your blog, depending on what format you chose. So I'm going to click Edit, and then it allows me to go back into the blog post. And I'm back in the dashboard edit mode. So that's how you can go back and edit and add the additional information. Oh, this is my future plans, etc. And then you just click on Update, and there your revisions will show up. Now I'll go ahead and show you how you can post a comment and make it such that others can post and have their comments approved automatically on your blog. Right, now I'm going to show you how to post a comment on a blog. And you're actually going to be, when you post comments in your group members' blogs, you're going to post that comment directly onto their blog to that specific blog post. So, for example, if I wanted to post a comment on this blog entry, I would go here to the Leave the Comment button, click on that, and then enter my comment. Now, to get to this Leave a Reply section or Leave a Comment section, it may be different depending on the different template of people, what they use. Comment. And that's all you do, and hopefully right away it will show up and you'll be able to see that comment. It just showed up right away. So it doesn't say anything like awaiting moderation because I don't have moderation set on that. But depending on the template of the blog that you're on, you might have to click on the blog title to get to the comment feature, etc. But usually it's going to be at the bottom, but you'll just have to find the way to get to it, and it'll depend. But once you figure it out, you'll be able to figure it out when you go back, etc. So that's how you actually post a comment. But now how to moderate the comments that you get or make it such that they can be automatically approved. Once you're on your home page like this, if you're logged in, and my picture is showing up there, so that means I'm logged in. Once you click on My Sites, it opens up pretty much all the different things of your dashboard. So I am on Doing Media right now. That's the website that I want to modify the comments. So basically, if I click Comments here, you can see what comments you have. And these are all the comments I have. Now, if you want to make them automatically approved or set different settings, security settings for that, you go down to Settings. And then under Settings, you go up to Discussion. You click on Discussion. And here it gives you different options for setting the security of your blog. And so right now I have it checked so that the author of the comment must at least fill in their name and email. I wouldn't have to have that. If I unclick that, that means basically anybody could post on it and they wouldn't have to fill out their name. You can make it such that they have to be logged into WordPress. That would be this. They have to have a WordPress account and log in to be able to comment. There's different levels here, and you can choose what that is. If you don't want to have to deal with approving comments, I suggest you just have either this or nothing like that. You might, however, want to get notifications when people have posted on your blog. So you might want to check some of those related to that. But once you do that, you just press, I believe it's at the bottom, Save Changes. Make sure to click that Save Changes at the bottom so that those settings are changed, and then it should be such that you can have your comments automatically approved. Please do know yourself in terms of whether you're a person that's going to go to your email often and quickly go in and approve those comments. If you're that type of person, great. If you want to then have the higher security settings, go for it. If you're not that type of person that's on top of your email and responding to things right away, I really do encourage you to make it such that people can have their comments posted right away. That way you aren't holding back the other members in your blogging group to get the credit for doing the actual comments. So please be mindful of those in your group. If you have any other questions relating to blogging basics or helping to modify your comments, feel free to email me or post in the course questions section of our D2L site. Also, I encourage you to check out some of the many very helpful tutorials on YouTube. Happy blogging!